record this. Sorry, I'm not sharing my screen. So yeah, teachers, welcome again. And definitely as we were discussing that we can add the coding in order to show the feedback. So what we did, I hope you were there when we were doing this. So we created one question from algebra with expressions and created the correct order. And then we are there in the edit computation layer. Because whenever you want to code and connect different components, you have to label them. Label them means so that you can recognize, or Desmos can recognize what is happening. So look, even if you don't need this, correct this or whatever, let me just delete this. I don't need it. And let's say I just give the name to Q2. And now what I have done, I have added a text input, sorry, a note from here. So you go to edit computation layer, click on this, and then write this. That's what we were trying to write when we got disconnected. Feedback, I'm using a keyword here, feedback. You can write anything. I'm using if and else condition, but in Desmos we use when and otherwise. So you can just write this condition when Q2 dot Q. Let me just write for you again. Delete this. I'm starting with when Q2 was the component. If you remember the name of that question, Q2 dot matches key or order. There are lots of things which we can do, but I'm just clicking on the correct answer right now. So the matches key is the correct answer because the key is already been set. So if the matches key is correct, we are going to show one feedback. To show any feedback, you have to use double quotation marks like this. Enter your message here. Let me write, yes, you are correct. Otherwise, because we have to add else condition. Otherwise, you can say arrange them if you want to share. Otherwise, you can just leave it blank. Let me just leave it blank. And I'm done. Look, if something is missing from the code, it will show you this warning sign. Right? So click, and here is a documentation for this. You can actually click on this document to read more about it. So look at the preview now. So right now I don't have any feedback. Okay, sorry. How I have added that part. Now in the note component, I'm just writing here feedback equals, click on this hashtag here, insert a value from the computation layer. And there is only one we have created already, feedback. Just click on this. So the message will appear like this. Look, because we haven't answered this. Sorry.
In session assessment, and technically there are two more.
Let me just mute you guys. Sorry.
14. We'll cover most of the things that you will need to prepare any activity.
Done it. Okay, so cool. Let's create the correct order. I think x square plus 2 should go up, then x square plus 3. Yeah, look at this. The message is got updated. Yes, you are correct. And if you just shuffle this back, there is nothing, and teacher will see from cross and student will see from this. You can also change colors of this, but let's not go in that detail now. I'll send you the script for that, how you can actually change the color. So look at this. The feedback is there. One more thing, sorry. You can add this feedback below this as well. Let's just move them up and down. Look. Now the feedback will appear at the bottom once the answer is correct. Look, once the answer is correct, the feedback will be shown here. You can delete this feedback sign. I don't need it. I just created so that you guys can see what is happening here. So very simple code. The details are there in my other videos as well, but this was first time, so we created it now. Now let's go to next page. If you have any question, please write in the chat so that I can answer that before we get disconnected. I'll be there in this meeting. So if you get disconnected, please connect again. Okay, so let's do it something now with the table. This time I can also show you something which you can also help out your colleagues with other subjects, because I will use two things now, one from maths and one from maybe science. Okay, I'm going to use this table component. Click on table component. Now you can use table in variety of ways. You can ask question on the left column, and you can ask answers on the right corner. Let me just create a simple question without any code. First of all, I'm just writing here question, and here student response. Sorry, students respond. Okay. One more thing, guys. If you're not confident enough or comfortable enough to use those coding, don't use it. It's okay. There are lots of things which you can do without even those coding. Cool. Now, question can be here. Let me just write evaluate. Evaluate these expressions at x equal to 3. I'm going to enter expressions here. By default, the table settings are in such a way that you guys can create any math expression using this keypad or your computer keypad. So I'm just entering few simple equations. 3x minus 2, x squared minus 5, right? X plus 4. I'm adding now three things, three questions. And here students can respond. Do not enter anything here. First, we are doing without codes. We'll do with code as well. So showing you the preview now of this question. Look, so this is how students will get this. And one more thing, let's say you want to add working of these questions, right? And click on sketch. Add this sketch part as well, right? And you can write instructions here. Show the working steps in the sketch pad. Sorry, guys, watch my spellings. So look at the preview. So this is the sketch pad where they can actually write their working steps, and they can choose a color. You can also mention these things specifically. Use red color for first question, use blue color for second, use that color for third, like that. It's up to you how you want to actually ask your students. So let's say I'm using the orange color for first question. So I know students are really, it's very easy for students to write. Even I'm using my computer's mouse pad, not the touch pad. My screen is not touch screen. So I can still write very smoothly. Look at this. So 3x minus 2, which can give me 3 times 3 minus 2, right? So the answer is, let's say, 7. So this way, students can actually show their working steps here and enter their answers here. 7, then 3 square 9 minus 5, 4, then 3 plus 4, 7, something, whatever. So I have entered these questions and I'm done. I can go to next question. Now, guys, this question has nothing to show to the teacher that student has done what. If you don't add sketchpad, right? Teacher will see individually. Teacher has to go to each student's screen to see these answers, 7, 4, 7 or not. So just to avoid that, teacher can see a tick here, right? Or tick or cross. So in order to bring that tick or cross here, as we did in the last screen, right? Look, if it was tick for student, sorry, teacher, and for student, it was the feedback. So same way, if you are interested, I can actually help. I will wait for 10 seconds if you want to know that code. Otherwise, I'll go to the next thing so that you guys can learn how you can add other components as well. because I want you guys to play with other components as well. Sure, let's do it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna click here. Let me see. Okay, fine. So guys, look at the answers here. What are the answers for our questions? So first question, I think 7, then 4, and then 7. Okay. So we can go here in the edit computation layer. As I said before, you need to make it label. So please, if you are connecting back, but if you don't want to give feedback or you don't want to connect it, maybe you don't need to name it. Let's name it Q3 or table 3, something. It's up to you. Go to the computation layer. Very quickly, I can actually use something which is very easy, because this is a table and table is rows and columns. 3x minus 2 in my first row, first column. And my students are going to answer here, which is first row, second column. Second row, second column. And this is third row, second column. I'm going to go there and add some sort of coding here. So the coding is very easy. What you have to do, because we are checking students' responses, right? So I'm just writing here this feedback, not a feedback. Again, creating a text. Correct. Correct is my text, which is determining whether the answer entered by the students are correct or not. This is not from Desmos. This is just from my own thinking that correct we are adding equals. What does it mean? Correct equals. Now we are checking, we are validating these answers. So to validate the answers, we have to give the, you can say the address from where it has to check the answers, right? So the answers are in numbers. So we are going to use cell numeric values. So I'm going to use this, or I can use Q3. Both ways are possible for this, because Q3 is label for my component. This means this is for what I'm talking. So this dot, look, as soon as you click on dot, there are options available for you. Cell numeric value. Which cell numeric value? First column, sorry, first row, second column equals to 7, right? So I have validated my first question, but I want to validate all 3, right? So let's do AND condition here, A and D, and so that every answer should be correct. Otherwise, it has to show wrong. Again, you repeat same thing. This dot cell numeric value 2, 2 equals, what was the answer for that? I think 4, if I remember. Same thing, and add the third code. This dot cell numeric value where third row, second column equals to 7. If I'm not wrong, I think these were the answers. So what I have created, just a correct thing here. Okay. Now I want to connect it. Look, if you want to give feedback, then this is always a good way to create a text. Do not use from Desmos this correct. If you type in a lowercase correct, this is from Desmos, but I have entered in a capital C. So correct when it is correct. Just give the condition when my text is correct. The one I have written, because I have defined the condition here. So instead of that, you could actually copy this and paste here. This way also it will work. Then you don't need to define this. Why we did that? So that we can actually define whole condition with one simple text. So that's what we did. So I can actually delete this and just enter my correct, which is my variable for Desmos. And I have defined my variable. I'm going to click on done. Now I'll show you the magic. Dashboard preview is nothing here. And let's enter the answers. 7. Look, cross is appearing now. 4, 4. Look, my answer is incorrect. You can click on this. The answer is incorrect because I haven't entered correct answers, right? Let's enter the correct answer. 7. Look, as soon as I'm done, this is correct. So this is the way how teacher can actually assess. But look at this, it is still a dot. It took me, I think, a while, last year, I think, yeah, why it is not happening. Even though I have given the conditions to show this tick here, but still I'm not able to see this. The reason was I have added two different components. So this other component should be just like lazy, like idle, nothing. It should not do anything. I'm going to click here and make it inactive. Inactive, how you make it inactive? So you can just write, don't write hidden. So it's actually not, you don't use correct, because we want to just make it like inactive, right? So there is hidden, not true. What was that? What was that? I'm forgetting this. Read only. Correct. Yes. It is just for read only true. So if you apply this condition here, you will be able to see that tick there. 7, 4. Look, teacher will see this. Now we can also add the feedback if you want. And to add the feedback, as I said before, add a note, and maybe you can move it down, go to the edit computation layer, create a feedback thing, a text, similarly a variable. How it should be, what should be the condition when q3, right, the label q3 dot script correct. So if the script, because I'm not checking the numbers individually, because I have already defined the variable which will come into the scripting part. If the q3 scripting is correct, then the text is yes, it is correct. Otherwise, nothing, right? Or you can write here, enter the numbers only, because sometimes students will enter the expressions also. Enter the numbers only in the cells, in the even cell, right? I'm done. Preview. Oh, sorry, we haven't connected this node with that. So for that, use the hashtag and just click on the feedback. That's it. You're done. Look at this. Enter the numbers only in the given cells. So let's say if we enter 7, means correct answers, and 7. Look, the feedback is yes, it is correct. Move forward, something. So any sort of message you can type, and every way it will work. So what I'm gonna do now, okay, if we wanted to check for a word, yes, cell content, correct. Let me do that also. That's what I was trying to do. Let me just make a copy of this. Go to next page, paste. So same question, let's say I just want to add one more thing here in this. Opposite of, just let's say for other teachers, opposite of opposite of good. I'm just writing that. So the answer is bad, right? Oh, so the student should write bad here. So I'm gonna click on here, and I have to create that as well. Same thing, I'm gonna end this condition. Now that is this dot cell content. Now we are not entering a number. Make sure we're not entering a number. Therefore, don't choose numeric value. Choose cell content. Where fourth row, second column, and it should be what? It should be a text. So the text should always enter in the double quotation. I'm writing as this. I hope it will work, because I have seen table computation layer become sometime weird. Let's try go. Okay, 7, 4, 7. Look, because all the conditions are not yet met, therefore it is still cross and it's the feedback is still same. Let me type bad here. Look, if I type BAD in the same manner, look, even if I type lowercase, it won't work, right? But you need to consider this. You never know how students are gonna type. So to avoid that, use or condition only for that, right? So when you try to keep and, use a bracket maybe so that you can define two conditions. And here you can use or. This dot cell content 4, 2 equals to a text in double quotations BAD, right? You just close the bracket and you are done. Now the answer will consider both answers because we have applied and conditions, but within that and condition we have applied or condition also. So let's try. I hope it should work. 7, 4, 7 and BAD. Yes, it's working. Yeah, it's really very helpful. Let me also show you how you can actually do with some. I have tried for some chemistry formulas. Let's say the chemical formula of water, H2O, right? So if a student is typing H2O like this, sorry, I'm writing in this. So we can also validate these things, right? So and it's easy. It's not difficult to do that. We can do it. But don't worry, maybe next time we can try this. So now maybe I hope this feedback thing was clear. So to add this feedback, what I have done, added one component from note, find something in the computation layer, the text which is called feedback, when this is the when condition, when scripting correct, then it shows yes, it is correct. Otherwise, enter the numbers only in the given cells, right? You can add some emojis if you want. Definitely, you can just search green tick emoji. Just copy from here or from here, from wherever you think. Let me just copy this. Not possible. Okay, let me copy from here. No. Yes, I can copy this. Just copy and go to your activity and just paste it. Look. So now in the message, you will see the green tick as well. Okay. So this is like how you can make your activity more interactive. Sketch is also there. You can also use sketch tool. Similarly, you can do for other expressions also. So once you're done, you can actually publish your activity and share with your colleagues, edit your activities anytime. I'm just sharing this activity with you guys so that you can actually copy and edit. I'm just sharing with you in the chat. I hope you have access to other activities which I usually prepare. So here is the website where I have added lots of things for Desmos activities. Every sessions I'm sharing the link because it has YouTube links also where you can learn, and I'm going to add this recording as well. So just sharing with you guys this link in case if you need any help from there. YouTube channel is there. Please show your support by maybe subscribing or liking or leaving comments. And yeah, we have a WhatsApp group as well, which we use for communications. If anyone would like to be added in that group, I can actually add you. Let me stop the recording and then I will take your questions.